I have $35 to buy breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack today at Disneyland Park. Can I do it? We're not sure. But one of the biggest things people tell me when they come to the parks, especially like Disneyland and Walt Disney World, is that everything is so expensive. They can't afford to come. They're afraid how much food is going to cost. We're going to break it down for you and make it easy for you to keep on a budget. Today, that budget is $35 for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. And we're going to do it plant-based. Those foods and those meals are generally way more expensive than other foods. People tell me all of the time that it is way too expensive to eat healthy, especially on a trip like this. So we're going to eat healthy foods, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack for $35 at Disneyland Park today. Come join us. My number one tip for you for staying on a budget is actually eating breakfast in your hotel before you come to Disneyland. But let's say you didn't do that. Let's say your hotel doesn't have breakfast and you're looking for something in the parks. You want to eat breakfast in the parks and you want to do it on a budget. So the first thing I'm going to say is think outside the box. Think outside the box. As we go down Main Street here, I'm going to tell you Starbucks does not have anything that's plant-based at all on their menu. They do have one Impossible sandwich that is vegetarian, but it is not vegan. It is not completely all the way there. So if you're looking for something all the way vegan, then we are going to have to think outside the box a little bit for sticking to a budget. There's a couple of places that have a vegan bowl or a breakfast sandwich, but they are in the $10 range, and that's going to keep us outside of our budget. So we're going to do something a little different. You may also be thinking Jolly Holiday has some great little pastries and things that are not very expensive. And if you are not plant-based, that is true. You can get a chocolate croissant for a little under $5. They have a few things here that are really quite inexpensive for a quick little pick-me-up sort of meal. But we're looking for something plant-based and they don't have anything here, so we're gonna look elsewhere. We're headed into Adventureland. Can anyone guess where we are gonna stop for our breakfast? I'm here at good old Bengal barbecue where they have a hummus trio that is going to be perfect for breakfast today. I told you to think outside the box. There are vegetables and hummus, and it's going to be a beautiful start to your day. It's going to make you feel super healthy. It's going to give you lots of energy. It's not going to weigh you down and make you feel crappy. It's going to be amazing and beautiful to start our day. And best of all, it's only $6.99, which is going to start our day off perfectly for keeping in that $35 budget. So we're starting out our day strong with Bengal barbecue and the hummus trio. If I can open the package. You can see in there are 3 different kinds of hummus and all of those veggies. That's gonna make you feel amazing at the beginning of a Disney day. One of the things you do not want to do at the beginning of the day is eat something that's going to be super heavy and weigh you down and make you feel sluggish throughout the day. You need your energy when you're at a Disney park, and look how big of a serving that is for $6.99. Like, let's get in and actually try each of the different hummus, because there's 3 here. I'm going to try it with a cucumber, because it's most probably neutral thing. So we're going into like the black one here, the gray one. Look at that. Wow. That is seriously so good. That is another fallacy, is that eating something healthy is going to be not as tasty as everything else. I was actually here at the parks with some friends yesterday, and every time we opted for the healthier option, it was actually the most tasty thing on the planet. We went to Cafe Orleans, and I usually, like in the past, would have gotten the Monte Cristo sandwich and the fries and stuff like that. and we ordered in the plant-based option, which was a beautiful risotto with like tons of vegetables and stuff, and we all agreed that that was the most tasty thing on that menu. So if you go to Cafe Orleans and you're looking for something healthy, definitely get the plant-based option. It was so dang delicious. Same again with River Belle Terrace yesterday. We got the plant-based option there, which was kind of a tomato based sauce with lots of winter squash that was roasted really nice, and the green beans were so delicious. So everything there was just absolutely delicious, probably the most tasty thing on that freaking menu. So don't think just because you're eating healthy and you're supporting your body during your Disneyland trip, which you do need to do. We're talking about a lot of walking. We're talking about dealing with kids. We're talking about all of this stuff. You do need to support your body, but the food is actually some of the best food in the park, which I'm gonna say is true of the hummus. So we've tried kind of the blackish gray one, which is an olive tapenade sort of flavor. Super, super, super good. We've got the brightness from the olives and that little bit of acidity that makes it really creamy and delicious. I'm gonna go in with the more orangey one. See what we think of that guy. A nice big scoop. I'm tasting some roasted red pepper notes on that one. I think I like the olive one just a little bit better. And now we're gonna go in with the green one. Again, I'll go in with cucumber, so it's like a neutral-ish flavor. Go in with the green one. That one's a little lighter in flavor, nice and bright and fresh. Tastes like beautiful fresh herbs. I think of these, the gray one with the olives and stuff is my favorite, but they're all super, super delicious. I'm gonna start your day off exactly the way you wanna start off a Disneyland day, with delicious food. It's gonna be cost effective and gonna support your body. How can you do better than that? Well, I am done with my hummus and vegetables here. I'm actually a pretty light eater for breakfast, so I've got some leftover. What's great about buying the hummus and veggies here at Bengal Barbecue is it comes with a little egg. I'm gonna throw that in my pack and have some snackies for later. But while we're here at Adventureland, we're gonna go ride some rides. So let's go do some, I think we're gonna do some Indiana Jones this morning. Here we go.
Up to the left. Hold on. Oh. You had to look.
One thing to note at the Disney parks is that when you order a meal, it does not include a drink. So it's different than like going to your local fast food place where you're gonna get a burger, fries, and a drink for that price. Here at Disney, you are going to get a burger and fries or a salad or whatever it is, and it does not include a drink. So one of the things that I totally recommend when you come to the parks is bringing your own water bottle. Bringing a water bottle is going to help you out. Additionally, as you go to those counter service, quick service restaurants throughout the parks, it is good to note that they will give you ice water in a cup for free so that you can refill your water bottle throughout the day, stay hydrated, and not have to spend the extra dollars. So a drink at most places is going to cost you around $4.50, depending upon where you're at and what it looks like, but most of the time it's going to cost you a little bit under or over that $4.50 mark. So if you add that up throughout the day, you're up around $15 just in drinks. So you can see how that is going to kill your $35 budget or whatever your budget's going to be, and it's going to make it so you don't feel that good anyway. So I'm gonna say bring a water bottle, and then refill throughout the day. At any quick service restaurant, you could actually skip the line. You don't have to wait in line for it. Go straight up to where it says mobile order and just ask them for a cup of ice water. They will give it to you for free. You don't have to wait for it. You'll stay hydrated throughout the parks. And then with your water bottle, I'm gonna give you a little bit of size scale for this. I actually do not recommend bringing a super big one because this is something you're gonna be carrying throughout the day. So if you have something that's super big and heavy, you are going to be tired throughout the day. So you can see like my hand in scale to this water bottle. This is a double insulated water bottle that I just bought on Amazon for like $20. This is not like a fancy Stanley or anything, but I will tell you it is double insulated, it's metal, it has a lid that closes really easily and stays closed. And I just hook it to a carabiner on the outside of my pack because I prefer a smaller day pack when I go to the parks. And it is super easy to get to and be accessible. And I always have ice water. This ice water will stay the entire day if I don't drink it, but I will. And that's why I'm like, refill it every single time you go to a quick service restaurant. They will give you that free ice water. You can drink it and then refill your water bottle throughout the day. Here's another hot tip for you. When you want a castle pick and you see a whole bunch of families right in front of the castle taking up all the space and you don't want to wait for your turn, if you come over here to the side, you're going to be able to get some really cool castle pics with hardly anyone around you, no waiting, and a really cool different view of the castle with you in it. Now, I think we have time for one more ride before we get to lunch. So I'm feeling some Matterhorn vibes. What do you guys think? Should we go feel some Matterhorn vibes? So I'm gonna give you my quick tip for Matterhorn is that when you're coming with just by yourself or you have a group that doesn't mind splitting up because you have probably ridden it before and you're okay with splitting up, right now, the standby wait says it is 50 minutes, but something else you can do to bypass that if you don't have Genie Plus, you don't mind being split up from your group a little bit, is ride in the single rider line. It's over here to the side by Alice in Wonderland. You can see the single rider queue over here. That's where Alice in Wonderland is. This is where the single rider queue is. They're gonna give you a pass like this, and we are gonna mark down and see how long it takes in the single rider line compared to the 50 minutes of the regular line. Our time has been called. It is 10:06. That means we saved about 30 minutes going in the single rider queue as opposed to the regular queue. So if you're okay with splitting up your party, that's another hot tip. And with that, we are ready to rock and roll inside the rip-rolling Matterhorn Mountain, which is one of the very first roller coaster type thrill attractions here at Disneyland. Now that our adventure on Matterhorn is over, I think it is time to go get some lunch. I've got a couple of options in mind. As you know, we do a little bit of research ahead of time to see what is going to work best for us, especially with trying to eat a little bit healthier and staying on a budget. We had a really light breakfast, so we're looking for something a little bit more substantial for lunch. So I'm deciding between the vegetable stew in a sourdough bread bowl at Harbor Galley, or there is a bean burger and fries at Red Rose Tavern. They both sound really, really good. I'm thinking I'm in more of a burger mood today, and I have a lot of the Impossible burgers, but I haven't tried the bean burger over at Red Rose Tavern yet. So I think we're gonna go give that one a shot. I picked up my order and made sure to ask for a water cup, which they filled with ice for me. Here at Red Rose Tavern, you actually fill the water up yourself at a little water fountain in the back. And this is where the water filling station is. You can see there's like a little deer head up here. And then you just fill your water cup up here. Okay, so I got the bean burger, and like I said, I tend to like these when I'm eating clean a little bit better than like an Impossible Burger that has like a lot of additives and stuff. This is a completely plant-based burger all on its own, so the cheese and everything you see here is plant-based. That looks really, really, really good. And then we have some tots that it came with. So I love tots. I also grabbed some ketchup and some barbecue sauce and some mustard to kind of play it up a little bit. Now this one was $13.49, which is very typical for how much these things cost in the parks. And then I have my water cup, which was free. So let's give our bean burger a try. It's nice and moist and really flavorful. The arugula adds a really nice flavor. You can see like there's not just regular lettuce, but it's like arugula and like some really fresh things on the bottom. It actually has a really nice vegan sauce on it. So I am a fan of that. That is really, really, really tasty. And it's going to be a lot more made of real food than your Impossible Burgers are going to be. Additionally, I mean, $13.49 is typical for one of your cheaper meals in the park. But when you go over, if you're in like California Adventure and eat their Impossible Burger at Smoke Jumpers, it's like $18. So this is like $5 less than that to get kind of your burger fix in, and it's going to be a lot more healthy for you. Let's give the tots a try and get some ketchup on. I don't think you can go wrong with Disney tots. They're so dang good. Oh, why I love Disney tots so much. I'm going to try it in the barbecue sauce too. Mm. Mm. I want to try just the cheese on its own. Mm. It's like a pepper jack cheese. That's really, really nice. Mm. Yeah, so that one is definitely a winner. So after my lunch at Red Rose Tavern, I have $14.72 left in my budget for the day. I was looking for a little after lunch pick-me-up when I remembered I still had some veggies and hummus in my bag left over from breakfast this morning. So we're going to use that as a little bit of afternoon snack, but we'll still be buying a snack later today too. So it's $35 goes a long, long way.
Remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the boat at all times, and please supervise your little ones. Like all great stories, this one starts with once upon a time, and on our left we have the house that's home to the big bad wolf, who's always after those three little pigs.
The Jolly Holiday Bakery is most known for their bakery treats. It is here at the very end of Main Street, right as you are turning the corner and going into Adventureland. But for today, we are going to use them for their little own trick of being one of the best plant-based meals in the park with their pecan salad. We have picked up the apple pecan salad from Jolly Holiday. It's literally one of the best meals in the entire park. Let me show you why. It is like the freshest salad. It has these beautiful pecans, as it would say. We have cranberries in there. This is a plant-based feta cheese that we're going to have on top that's super, super good. It comes with a raspberry dressing. It's just to die for. And as kind of a bonus, you get these fresh, warm breadsticks with it as well. So it makes for a really nice, hearty meal. Let's get the dressing on and get going with it. Like, look how good that dressing looks. It is so fresh. Stir it up and get right into it. Mm. I swear it's the dressing that makes everything. It is so dang delicious. It's almost like a smoothie that you pour on your salad, but it's like, it tastes like they made it just fresh. It is so dang good. The little cranberries give it that tartness. I don't know what kind of plant-based cheese they use in there, but they are to die for. You get the nuttiness from those pecans, and it's only $9.99. So for $9.99, you're getting this big, huge salad and a breadstick. That is one of the cheapest deals in the entire park, one of the healthiest meals, one of the tastiest meals. Definitely check out Jolly Holiday for that one. So that leaves us with $4.73 for our later snack. Stay tuned to see what we're going to get for snack.
Has anybody seen my cow and my baby? Anybody seen my little sweet cow? Has anyone seen my cow?
It's snack time, and I decided to go with a Disney classic that I remember my mom getting every single time we came to the parks. I'm going to go for the Disney pickle. If you've never tried a Disney pickle, they are absolutely fantastic. They're crisp, they're refreshing, they are delicious, and what's even better for the today is they are $4.49, which is perfectly within our budget for staying under that $35 mark. They have regular pickles, they have spicy pickles, they have sweet and sour pickles, they have all kinds of different pickles. I'm going to get mine right next to the Bengal barbecue spot. There are many spots throughout the park that you can get these ice cold pickles. These are really fantastic for a really hot day outside because it's going to replace your electrolytes and actually help you feel better and more energized throughout the day. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. It's great for people even on keto. These are a keto thing. These are vegan. They are electrolyte happy. They are real food. So they are perfect for what we're trying to do today. We got our pickle in hand. They come in these great little bags. And I'm actually going to eat on the little stairs right next to the stand. This little staircase here, which is right next to the stand. I rarely see anyone sitting over here or doing over here, so we're gonna plop a seat here. Got my pickle. I swear it's one of those things, don't knock it until you've tried it. They are super, super just crisp and more of a fresh pickle. The outside is so like crunchy and has just such a satisfying bite to it. That sourness from the pickle just feels so good. And like I said, this is great for electrolytes, good for your body, all those kinds of things, but it's really just kind of satisfying and amazing walking through Disneyland Park with your pickle. They come in these little bags. I use those to kind of hold them as I'm eating them down. So we're going to end our day with our pickle coming in just barely, like barely under that $35 mark. But remember, we got breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack for $35, and all of it was plant-based. if you were going to come and not have to have it plant-based, there was actually so many more options. So it's even going to be way, way, way easier. Another one of my tips, if you are coming with somebody else, is to share meals. That's one of my things I do all of the time to save some money. But today I was doing a solo trip, so I wanted to show you guys what it would be like to do it as a solo trip. So we had that hummus trio for breakfast. For lunch, we went and got that bean burger. And remember, we had some of that hummus trio left, so we were able to do a snack of that as well. Then that beautiful pecan salad for dinner, pickle for our later on snack. And so we were able to have a full day of eating, like amazing, some of the most delicious food in the park, definitely some of the healthiest food in the park for just under $35. If you'd like to see more of these videos, like and subscribe for more. I will be at Disney World later this month doing some reviews there.